Hey, aloha everybody, how's it going? Hey, I'm excited here to talk to you guys here once again this week, Thursday night here. You know how we do it. We love these interviews, right, Aaron?
Yes, all the time. All the time.
So check it out, you guys. You don't change the channel, okay? Stay right there. Don't move, okay? Because we have an extremely honored guest here today with us, okay? And I'm excited. I mean, I was telling Eric about it. I said, hey man, you know, you need to check out Carlos, check out his page, the things that he's doing. It's amazing, right?
Oh man, very much so. I mean, I was very impressed with what I saw. But you all gonna get the breakdown today.
You're gonna get the breakdown today there. Okay, so tremendous knowledge, background is just amazing. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce Carlous Palmer.
Aloha, everybody.
Look at that aloha. I didn't even get aloha out. He knows how to properly, you know, to greet everybody out there with an aloha. Did I say aloha? I don't know if I did.
You didn't say it.
Okay, I got it. Okay, well, we got it. We got it. So, Carlos, we are truly honored that you're here, spending some time with us. You guys, he's come all the way. He's making he's residing right here in Honolulu now, but he came all the way from Baltimore. Baltimore City, okay? So, Carlous Palmer is a designer. He is an artist, okay? Artist first, okay? Because, you know, with the talent and background there, you know, things that he's done, you'll know what that means when you check out some of his work. We're gonna have links right below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check all the links down. We're gonna check on you guys too. Make sure you check every link below here, okay, because you want to make sure you check out all the styles, designs, and the people that he's connected with, okay? So I'm excited. I want to go ahead and start chatting. I'm gonna stop talking, guys. I know, I'm sorry about that, but I definitely want to just give a proper introduction to you, Carlos. We're honored that you're here, you know, for us, and you know, tell us a little bit about Baltimore first, and you know, kind of how you got started, and actually some of your background with the schools and things that you've gone to too.
I am the very first graduate from the Baltimore School for the Art that studied fashion at all. And as a matter of fact, the first inklings of fashion were developed behind me because I was I was the only student out of a group of 12 that had an interest in fashion. We had a very, very small class, so I was in the very first graduating class. It's amazing at the talent that has come behind us. I mean, the Baltimore School for the Arts has, to date, some of the most talented people in the arts industry. Started 7 years ago.
Wow. So with that, and tell us some of the people you've actually worked with out here in Baltimore.
I've worked with a lot of people. It's funny because when you leave Baltimore and you come other places, it's often people will ask you, do you know this person? Do you know that person? Right. And it's funny because like going to school, Jada Pinkett and Tupac Shakur were actually underclassmen to me. It's kind of funny saying that because Jada is nobody's underclassmen.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
She was in a program called Twins, and I was a senior at the time, so I was just leaving the school. But everyone in our school, the unique thing about the Baltimore School for the Arts is that we all kind of stay connected, and we all kind of, like if you look on my page, we're all kind of friends. If you go to the School for the Arts page, you'll be able to find most of the students, and most of us are connected.
Nice.
That's the kind of bond that was created, you know, when we went, and it's interesting to see how 50 students in the school grew to now 700.
Wow.
We all still connect.
There was 50 students at the time. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
That's amazing growth.
Yeah, right?
It's huge growth, and that you know, I have to say, like Jada Pinkett was responsible for a lot of the newest growth. She donated a large amount of money to help us with the new wing on the school.
Nice.
Just allow the students continue to give back to the school. The school is amazing, and that is this. Baltimore School for the Arts is one of the best investments that I ever made. Just deciding to do that.
Right.
My school years, early school years, were all about going to 2 schools at the same time. And as a young kid, none of it. Once we get out at 3 o'clock, we're done.
Oh yeah.
So at 3 o'clock when I got out, I had another couple of hours to go.
Nice.
So I invested that time, and throughout good times, bad times, ups and downs, and all that, the school has been there in some capacity, either the students or faculty. So I'm blessed to have experienced that.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's great stuff.
That's it.
Well, one thing that he's honored us with wearing the Urban Hawaii. Boom, right there. Wow.
Urban Hawaii t-shirt.
Right there.
I got the other night.
Yeah, so we definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate representing there here for us there. So let's go. Okay, we're in Baltimore. School, amazing, incredible people that you know that was connected there.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I say crossing the pond, and that is an understatement, right? So we're over here in Hawaii now. So give us a little bit of background. I mean, what brings
made
you
that decision?
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because growing up, my parents lived here. They lived in Barber's Point.
Okay.
I always heard stories. When we were in Hawaii, this, when we were in Hawaii, that.
Yeah.
And being a kid, it was never discussed how I felt.
Right.
But I was the only one that hadn't been to Hawaii. And I always, in my heart of hearts, I said, I really want to go to Hawaii. It was something that I always wanted to do.
Sure.
And, I wasn't getting the same creative stimulus that I was getting in Baltimore some years ago. And I wanted to make a change. And I made the decision to get on a plane. And here I am. The interesting thing, and as I've grown creatively, I always remember that Baltimore City is the place that taught me a lot, and I got a lot of growth, a lot of education there, and it's a place that I'll never forget. But there is a time in our lives where we have to move on, and there are people in Baltimore that have seen me through my ups and downs there, and it's amazing. Sometimes we just think we're doing this creative thing and no one's paying attention.
Right.
But there are a lot of people that are paying attention.
They're always, yes.
And so this part of my journey is it's about showing other people, the people that have been loyal, the people that have been following my work, that you can keep going no matter what. That it's important to keep going no matter what.
Right.
And the growth that I experience here, it's something that's in me, and it's going to happen wherever I go.
Right.
But I just, I need to continue just being an example and doing things and continuing to do things to show other people to keep going.
There you go.
Right.
Just keep moving. Right.
And so I'm excited about the stuff that's about to happen here. And people that I meet say this, they're floored at what I've been able to accomplish in a short amount of time.
Right,
and it's because it's all I know how to do.
Yeah, and you've been here. I mean, tell me. I mean, you just
I'll
haven't
be,
even been here.
Not even 2 months.
Then yeah.
And people are interested in what I'm doing.
Right.
I've got excuse me, I'm choking. But I had photographers, working with different photographers. Just doing a lot of creative stuff.
Yeah. So that's.
Wow.
I think that's one thing.
Yeah, because I need it.
So, and that's really amazing. Now, I actually had the opportunity to spend some time with Carlos at the Modern. Beautiful.
Gorgeous hotel.
Beautiful.
The most gorgeous hotel.
Beautiful place.
Now, the thing about it is, you guys always cover like interesting places to go. And actually, one of your staff, Cynthia Sahara, when I first got here, took me around to a lot of different places and showed me a lot of the hotels, the private beaches, and all that kind of stuff. So I have
feel like you've been here for a minute, right?
Yeah, I feel like, and I haven't even seen the whole island yet. There's so many places that I haven't been to yet.
Right.
So Urban Hawaii has been really instrumental in being the go-to place to look for places to go here. So I'm excited to see what else is in store. I really am. I haven't been to Maui yet. Looking to do that. Everything about the island just is inspiring. Like the colors, the shapes, the textures, the way the grass looks like the grass looks like carpet. When y'all come here, the grass, everybody's grass looks like carpet.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It looks like carpet. I couldn't.
It was, I think, one thing that was interesting to me when I came out here was that all the flowers, the tropical flowers, are in the shop. You know, because I grew up in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
They're out in front of the hotels, and no one's
the expensive flowers.
right, and nobody's taking them either, right?
They're beautiful. Birds of paradise, and they're all over.
Just sitting out there, right?
That you know, like that's what my spirit needs. My spirit needs interesting shapes and color. The buildings downtown,
Right.
Amazing. The architecture. It's like I studied a little bit of architecture in school. That was part of the program at the School of the Arts, and we did study. We touched on Japanese and Chinese architecture, but like it's here. Like the houses, most of the architecture, it's like Japanese influence.
Yeah.
So it's just a great change.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people are going to see the change in the work that I do. I believe that like I'm going to learn a whole lot more because I'm working with some amazing artists, just incredible artists. It's definitely going to change the whole look of what I'm doing. It just is. It's going to change.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it, and I mean we're gonna be right there. You know, when all these developments and the inspiration and everything just kind of comes out, Urban Wise gonna be sitting there catching it right here. Hey, Carlos, what you got?
What I've done with my I'm gonna be working with the Hawaii Fashion Incubator and Toby Portner and Melissa May White, and their whole fashion scene here is really solid.
Right.
And they're doing it's Hawaii Fashion Month.
Got it. Yeah.
And the first shows are gonna be kicking off on the 6th of November.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming up.
Yeah.
And the inspiration that I have drawn to prepare for the show has come from all my experience. But if you go to my Facebook page and you just check all the pictures out, you'll see like what I.
So wait, I just want to emphasize the fact. I mean, you just basically got on an island, not even a couple months, and you're already in the shows here.
You gotta make it happen.
Okay, you guys.
I always say
make it happen.
That's called hustle.
If you don't scream loud, nobody's gonna hear it.
Well, I tell you one thing there. I mean, it's background. You know, the work that you put in the past here, as you come up here and you're able to display, you know, what you've done. I mean, it helps. So you know, every hustle you put in there sets up.
It's
an
so
opportunity,
important,
right?
and it's so important for young people, especially. You know, a lot of young people, and it's interesting. I'm saying this at this date and time because I remember being a young person and having it said to me stuff that I didn't understand.
Right.
And you know, you have to put the work in. You know, a lot of us think, you know, we're gonna pray and it's just gonna happen. No, there's work required with the prayer. So it's you gotta pray and work.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what I do. I connect with people and I stay focused on what it is that I want to do. It wasn't as easy for me anymore in Baltimore. It wasn't new, and I think really when I look at it, I was just emotionally bored. I was becoming bored.
Yeah.
And that's over.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Well,
Did you all hear that? Work without faith is dead. Remember that. Work without faith is dead. I like to highlight that because that is
it's so
key
important. Some people they get part of the memo, but not the whole memo. It's really important. So Fashion Month is coming up, and there is a fundraiser. But what I'm going to do, just so that I don't give any misinformation, what I want to do is, if anyone is out there that's interested in finding out more about Fashion Month, it's going to be a huge event. There are about 4 countries. I know that Canada is involved. I know that Japan is involved.
Sure.
The United States. There are designers from all over. I know last year there were over 100.
okay.
It's going to be crazy.
Now, I remember our discussion the other night. You were talking about that it's actually pretty unique how big Fashion Month is here in Hawaii, right? Because you mentioned that
amazing.
in comparison to.
No, I did Fashion Week. I used to do Fashion Weeks back in the 80s. Excuse me. I did. I would dress some of the fashion shows. I was much younger then, and I would dress Carlous models, and we go to the parties and everything. And that in itself was, it was almost like the pages of the magazines opened up. It was like you turn around and there's Imam, you turn around and there's Pat Cleveland, you turn around and there's Al Chen. So it was for a young person at the time, it was mind blowing. So being able to, and my thing was, if it's not New York Fashion Week, it's nothing. But fashion is changing.
Okay.
The internet is now making, it's bringing the world into our living room.
Sure.
So the inspiration is different. The way we get inspiration is different. So fashion is growing. More designers. I love all of this. But what we often forget, in the United States, it's Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, and Hawaii is here, and they are not playing.
They ain't playing.
Hawaii is not playing. I need to say that I have called friends of mine, and I'm like, why is there 4 Chanels within the same radius of one another? Why are there 4 Louis Vuittons?
That's telling you something, right?
It's telling you something. These
That's
people here in Hawaii are not playing when it comes to fashion. So I would say the average person, the average person that lives here is pretty educated about fashion. So you gotta have your A game. So I just that alone was exciting. I did my research before I came here, and with all my experience and as long as I've been doing this, it amazed me that even when you go to the mall, you might go to a Kate Spade and then a Kate Spade Saturday. So in the same space. That doesn't usually happen. If you know anything about going to shows and buying, when you're buying from a store, it's in their system where things are located.
Right.
And that's how you know whether you get a real Louis or not. So these stores are popping up. These stores are in close proximity and they're selling. They're selling and they're open. That says something about what's going on in Hawaii.
Right.
I don't know if, there was a meeting somewhere and they want to keep it private, but Hawaii is no joke when it comes to fashion.
That's I always say, where's my notepad?
Even just, I'm able to, and I normally don't look to fashion magazines or whatever, just looking at the workmanship, the quality in these the stores, they're readily available to you.
Gotcha.
And then you've got a lot of talented artists. I'm working with Michael Patrick Ford, who is a jewelry designer of ITG in the Garden of Jewelry. And he's my jewelry designer. I think his work is amazing.
Nice.
The photographers that I'm working with, just crazy talent.
Nice.
And so this show is not just a show to entertain you. There are buyers.
There's buyers.
And they're coming from Japan. They're coming from New York. And that's what Fashion Weeks or Fashion Month is about. It's about enhancing the fashion community and allowing artists to grow. I mean, fashion designers we don't just make clothes you can say how wonderful we are. We want to make money doing this. We enjoy doing it, but we want to make money doing it at the same time. I'm just meeting so many interesting people here. My day-to-day household is I work with model management, and I do talent scouting. So I'm always out in the field looking for models.
Gotcha.
I also do photo styling, styling photographs for the new talent that comes in.
Okay.
And so I'm meeting a lot of young people that, we have to build strong young people to go out to the fashion world. The fashion industry in the United States,
right?
All of the United States, the contiguous United States, and Hawaii. We need to keep it strong. So it's just important to continue doing this and coming here and it's almost like I can kick myself. So I was like, this was going on here all this time.
Right.
And you don't need a passport to come here, but you feel like you're in.
I know, right? No passport.
No time better than the present.
Right? No time better than the present. It's here. It's happening now. I'm excited about it. The show that where people will be able to see my work is going to be at a convention center. I'm going to be showing in the main arena.
Okay.
The show that I'm doing, it's my first show, and so I'm doing a smaller show. It is it's a specialized show. It's
Sure.
the eco-friendly show, and it's being put together by Camille Maury and Von Papalides. They're putting that show together. I'm
Okay.
part of that with some amazing designers as
Great.
well. So
Great.
this is exciting. This is an exciting.
Sound exciting.
It is.
And Hawaii needs to be proud of what they're doing, and hopefully there's like the work that you all are doing to connect, you know, the East Coast and the Pacific,
Far west,
you know,
yeah.
and hopefully, you know, hopefully that happens, and hopefully we start getting more people coming out here and seeing the beauty. I mean, the
Right.
hotels, the beaches.
Everything.
I've never seen anything like this. Man. This is great. I lived in Palm Beach for a while, and the beaches are pretty. They're nice and everything.
Yeah.
But these beaches.
I love them too, man.
Well, actually, and you mentioned, and I love the fact that you mentioned, you know, from East Coast and then the Pacific, because that's where Urban Hawaii is. You know, we want to be able to kind of have that connection from this end to over there, right?
Because the truth is, Hawaii is a destination.
Mhm.
It is a part of the United States. It is the United States, but it's a destination.
It
It's
is.
where people, after they've worked their whole time,
Mm-hmm.
they want to come and relax, or they want to come and just enjoy it. And I think that seeing, having that accessible is it's a good thing. It doesn't. It's not. I don't think that it's much to get here, and I think that when you get here, it's fun.
Yeah, and you probably, and this is one thing that we had some discussion about too. You'd probably be surprised about how economical it can be.
That's
right,
the main
with the
thing I've heard.
accessibility.
Everyone said to me,
Stuff.
"Oh, it's so expensive. It's so
Right.
expensive. It's so expensive." Well, that's what Walmart is for. That's what Ross is for. and Costco. That's what
right.
they have here. So, yeah, you do see some price, but I don't let price scare me. I don't, because if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna do whatever. That's what I do.
That's what
I'm
you're
not
doing.
living my life by how much something costs.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna stop myself from going because it's expensive. Palm Beach is expensive. I mean, the very wealthy in this country live there, but why should I not
That's right.
have the same thing?
And that's a key point too, because it's all about mindset. You know, you can
Yeah.
have and do and live where you want to live.
That's true.
It just takes that fortitude to say, I want to do what I want to do. You know.
And you know what I also say, like, if you want to change, if anyone is interested in changing their lives, you have to be able to change places, change people, change things, and that stepping outside of that fear will allow those changes to happen. Because sometimes, like, we think we get locked into this one thing. I mean, I was fearful at this stage in my life to just pick up and leave Baltimore because everything I knew was there. Like, I had been traveling since I was not forever,
Right.
you know, but just picking up and just going, it was something that I was so fearful of, but I needed to walk through that fear. And because I felt like what was on the other side for me was much greater, and I don't regret again. You know, when people talk about how expensive it is here, it's like it don't cost me anything to go to the beach. I just lay there and feel peace of mind.
And one more point too. We do have Walmarts out here, so like to just extend that a little bit. It's not just huts and all that type of stuff. You know, this is the U.S. So I'm just putting that out there because I had no question before.
Yeah, it's funny. And you know what's amazing? Like how much of the United States, how much we don't know about our own country, and our country is gorgeous. We have a gorgeous country, and then to come here and see all this, I'm like, wow, America just has some surprises.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful, like all over. Even the flight out here. Vegas, like how when you look at Vegas from the sky, how neat it's designed.
Everything
Like
else.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then the casinos, all the colors and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Vegas is really, really interesting. But I absolutely love Hawaii because you've got vast oceans and mountains. And I think that is like mountains and oceans to me are like, that's how I connect with higher energy or God, is what people put it. You know, I think that's how you know. That's the evidence.
Right. The beauty.
That's definitely
The Malcolm. And for those in Hawaii, you know that word Malcolm means
Mountains. Mountain means mountain. Man. So you guys wanted to make mention because I know we're fortunate enough. You guys keep your eyes out for the next issue of Urban Hawaii magazine. We're going to be putting together preview. Okay, right now there's a demo. You'll see a link right below that has a link to download the demo issue. So get that in your hands, okay? Because that next issue, we're gonna have some surprises. We're gonna have some surprises in there. Okay, but we can't say what's going to happen because we're going to have some special guests and some special talent that's going to be in that magazine. So
get your hands on it.
And a surprise from the Modern Hotel. The Modern Hotel. If you get a chance, go online.
Yeah.
Look at the Modern Hotel. Absolutely gorgeous spot.
Gorgeous.
We're going to be doing a photo shoot. So hopefully I have some great pictures of some of these.
Boom! Right there.
Wow, I can't wait.
See, guys, you stay a little bit later to end going to for our broadcast here, and boom, just drop the link here. So Modern, right there, in the upcoming issues. But you can't get it unless you get the demo. Okay, guys. So make sure you download that, and then we'll let you guys know when the next issue is coming out here. Tell us. This is you. I mean, we've gone over Baltimore, coming out of Hawaii, beauty, sands, and you're talented, and you're bringing your artwork to us. Things that are innovative and new and changing. So, what else you'd like to share with people here before we wrap up? Because I definitely appreciate your time.
Well, I can. If anyone is interested in reaching me, I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
The name is spelled CarlousPalmer. I'm also on Thumbtack, and Thumbtack is a site where I take personal clients and I help them revamp their wardrobes.
Oh, nice.
So I can also be reached on Thumbtack, and
we'll get those links down there. We'll get the link below. Just look for Thumbtack. I like that. That's good. That's some good stuff there.
So those are.
I need to sign up. I'm just.
I know. I only got to street myself.
Thumbtack and Thumbtack, Facebook, and I'm like, you can find me easily on Google. You do a Google search.
Yeah, you can find him, and you'll find some pictures of him alongside some faces that you would definitely know that are on TV and everything there. So extremely impressive background, and so we're again just so grateful and fortunate that and you mentioned before, we definitely want to give a shout out to Cynthia. She's been doing amazing.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Yeah, she's been doing it and just taking care of the guests.
The one thing I am upset about.
Here we go.
When I came here, I thought that I was going to get those little hula girls with the legs.
See, I
didn't get that.
You didn't get that?
I came into the airport and no one was there.
I know.
I was like, what is this? Like, that was part of, I hyped myself.
We'll eat that. That's all.
I know, but see, we didn't know.
So women, just don't be disappointed if that doesn't happen.
No, they need to get a hold of us. Get a hold of Urban Hawaii so we know you coming.
Right.
And we'll see what we can do.
I was so shocked.
I know, right?
I thought it was like a big party when you get to the airport and
it's supposed to be that.
The airport was quiet, everybody was asleep.
Yeah.
But
there's some, again, take a look, guys, and those are some things we want to look at too. So if you're coming to Hawaii, make sure you send a message out to Urban Hawaii. We'll see what we can do.
So now I'm starting the trip. But when Fashion Month will start on. It's actually the entire month.
Okay.
The first shows start on the 6th.
Okay.
There is a fundraiser that starts. It's at the IBM Center, and that starts on the 1st.
Okay.
If you want more information about Fashion Month, where all the shows are, because there are hundreds of shows during the course of this month, and all over Hawaii.
Yeah.
And you can go on HFM.com, that's HawaiiFashionMonth.com, or you can also go to Hawaii Fashion Incubator, and Hawaii Fashion Incubator is kind of that central location that can connect you with most of the designers. There's also HFX, which is kind of they got their stuff organized. So you can go to HFX and you can kind of have access to a little bit what the designers do and who they are, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, just make sure that if you want the most direct information, that's where you go. And Honolulu Magazine will be covering the event, so yeah, you can also follow Honolulu Magazine.
All right. So guys, we'll wrap this up. Definitely appreciate. We're so honored that you spent some time to sit with us. It's amazing. I mean, goodness gracious, this is awesome. So we really appreciate that. Much more to come, you guys, and we're definitely looking forward to that. So we're gonna wrap it up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Check all the links below, okay, and subscribe. So the next event and our next broadcast, we do that on a weekly basis, of course, you guys.
Every Thursday,
8 o'clock Hawaii time, and we're live, but you can also catch the recording, of course, you guys. So it's a pleasure for you guys to be with us here again, and we really appreciate you. And make sure you come out to Hawaii. You come out here, give us a heads up. We don't want you to come here and not get your lay.
Right.
Yes. Okay.
Or the hula girl.
Or the hula girl. So we want to make sure you get that stuff. So please contact us. There's also be some information. Send us info at Urban Hawaii. Make sure you download the demo magazine, all that good stuff. Plenty of links. You got plenty of work to do. Just connect with us. Make sure you check out Carlos's
look
work.
this man up.
Look them up. Okay, and make sure you give them some love from in the Pacific. Give some of that Pacific love. Okay.
Yeah, aloha spirit.
There you go.
Yeah.
So with that, guys, we're gonna sign off. We say mahalo, aloha.
Mahalo.
All right. Throw the shaka up. All that good stuff. All right. Take care, guys.